Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another 4 Lightning computer, this time coming from California, Brian S. He said this computer is not receiving RPM. He actually has another computer. It has a tune on the computer, so he has this as a spare one, but actually it's a bad computer that somebody else deemed as not repairable. And it says like it reads no RPM. Sometimes it starts, sometimes it does not start. If you follow my channel, you know that I am the expert on these computers. And as I told Brian, as long as it's not a hole through the board, I can repair anything on these computers. And I know this is going to be the case in here. So I have the computer connected right here. So let me show you. This is his computer. As you see, it says no RPM signal. Those are his writing, not mine, or whoever was in here. This is an URB1 2004 for Lightning. This is my instrument cluster and my key, which I already did the parameter reset, so we can see the RPM if this is the case. And it does sometimes. Let me just put the full probe. As you see, I have it ready to go. Let me get it on my screen so I can use the tool. If I'm injecting the signal 51, which is for the low RPMs. And if I put 400 RPMs, you see it's now firing. And we can see it, if I move you over to this, we can see the reactions on my load boxes, injectors and coils, everything is working. And you will say, well, then the computer is good. No, that is actually just the starting of a test. So what I usually do in this one is I leave that signal on and I turn the computer off like I did now, right? So you see how the signals are leaving the full probe, but the full probe is still sending the crunchy position sensor signal as it was working just now perfectly, right? So I'm going to move you here. And keep an eye on, you can see the cluster is off and everything. Keep an eye on the RPMs, because now I turn it on and nothing happens. And this is his exact problem. Because in here, I have learned how to reproduce these concerns really quickly. So I don't have to really connect the scanners and a whole bunch of stuff that I was doing just for teaching. You see it right now, pick up. You see, this is exactly, me not touching or doing anything. But we can also see very uneven running, very run injection. All right, so again, if I just turn this computer off here, and you can see again that everything is off now, except for my full probe. One more time, no start. I'm just going to leave it in there. You can see now the computer and the cluster are completely on, but there is no injectors. And the reason I have the full probe, which is again right here, that green screen is a full probe. It has 4 injectors and 2 coils, even though there are 8 injectors, and it just run again. You see? Obviously, this is why, because I am cranking. So this is again just to reproduce the concern, and we have definitely an issue. All right, so this is the same test that I'm going to do after the repair for him. Most of the times on these computers, when these fail like this, is the analog.
Your music provider is not available.
One second, guys. No, what the speaker sometimes picks up. But yeah, so what I was saying, when is this kind of failure, is more like 99% of the time is the analog to digital converter, and that raises the price for the repairs almost double. And the reason is because that is a part that I don't supply or don't make. And it's only one supplier that has it, and it has increment the price 3 times, especially right now with the tariffs and all this nonsense that he can use or anyone can use to increase. I have seen in anything. Amazon, Mouser Electronics, Newark Electronics that I buy a lot, they're now charging tariffs into microchips, and with the president idea of now incremented at 100%, so a part that used to cost $60 is going to cost $120, and at the end, the owner of the computer, is the one who's going to pay for that. Mouse is not going to say, you know what, let me sell you that one for free, so because our cost is, let's say, $60. But since the government wants to put another $60 in there, we're just not going to charge you. Of course, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, you know what? Yeah, it's $120. They keep their 60, and the government takes their 60. And now this is what they sell. Oh, we're making trillions of dollars in taxes. Yeah, but the taxes, we're paying those taxes. He lowered the taxes on the millionaires and put all the taxes on us, the working people. That I'm completely against that. I'm a Republican all my life, and I feel sad to see where our party is going. But that's I don't know, a matter for another video. All right, let me just go by to or go over to this repair, and I will be back very soon. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I completed the repair successfully as usual, but let's do the test because sometimes it goes a little extra onto the computer. Let's see if this is the case because this was definitely the analog to digital converter. Let me see. Yeah, I want to try to like run it here first for you so you can see the load boxes running. The only thing is you cannot see the instrument cluster in there. So let's just start with this view. As you see, everything is off. I have, again, right here, right? The full probe is on with the crankshaft position sensor signal. I'm going to show you that I am still using the 51 signal. So it's the same one that we were using before. Again, it's 51, and I'm in 400 RPMs. So if the computer is repaired, as soon as I turn it on, it should read RPMs, and we should see coils and injectors firing. And this is happening instantly. Look at the RPMs on the cluster and the computer now reading everything 100%. Remember, this was not like that. And I can hear it because you might not be able, because this microphone, for obvious reason, I got doggies and, noise that I don't want to include in the video. And that might remove the sound that I am picking up. But, my ears, I'm a diagnostician for life. And I can now hear this computer and setup running completely different. This is now it's nice and steady, very good rhythm. Everything is working good. So before, this computer was running like this. Remember, if I turn the ignition off, turn the ignition back on, and I put it in 400, I get the ignition, the injectors and everything. It's a little hard for me to put the 400. I have them miles in my lap. Right there. It takes a little bit now since I'm in playing with that up and down. I can hear it now. It's just starting to even up, but we can see nice and steady RPMs on the cluster. But remember, when I was running and then turn this off, as I did now, let all those signals go away from the full probe. And then when I was turning the ignition on, and the reason I'm repeating probably for you, which is watching this video, for me, it's been time. Now, for you, it's only maybe a couple of minutes or maybe even less than that. For me, it's more than that, right? But let me turn the ignition back on, and we can see instantly RPMs in the cluster, injection, and everything now working 800%. All right, Brian, so your computer is now fully repaired. This is just so you can see that this is the cover on your computer that I removed for every reason to do the repair. I'm going to put stickers around the computer. Please don't ever remove those until you are out of warranty. Because if you remove those, it will void instantly the warranty. Those are stickers for Mike Salazar Diagnostics that I put them there. They're ripped really easy, so don't try to mess with it because it will lose the warranty. All right, so I don't want nobody to touch what I do. But everything is looking good. I also would like to add, because he sent me a paper, but no BIN number or anything. So I'm not even sure if this is his BIN number or not, but I'm going to give it because that's a BIN number on the computer. Let me just get it 1 second. I should have opened it. No, I think I closed it. It's a 2004 F-150 Lightning. Right here. The BIN number that I got out of the computer ends on C as in Charlie, A as in Apple, 20361. And it's a URB1 computer. As you can see, everything is now working good. I'm going to do outside the video just to confirm, because he wants to make sure that this computer has no tune. I'm going to connect my scanner to see the calibration numbers just to make sure everything is fine, or else everything is good to go. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.